So, hello and welcome. This is Stock of VTID, and today we're going to have a tour of my Minecraft world. So, this is where I started. Day one, placed in Minecraft. The first time I ever looked at it. Epic music going. So, let's take a look. So, bog standard cave. Down there's where I dug my first mine. Out here is the start of the castle I built. I was so pleased when I built this. I was like, yes, couldn't believe what I'd done. Dug all this stone out of the ground, placed it. This is where the addiction began. Right, so I stayed here for my first couple of hours, knocking this up, digging. Then I wanted to explore the world. So, let's follow the path. We've gone into creative so I can show you what happens. Tree are partly damaged. That was bad. So let's fly out to here. And this was a quick one night stay. I had to stop somewhere. It got hectic. So I sought refuge. Get my words out straight. And this was my first night's refuge out of my base. So the next day, I decided I was going to start building again. This, at one point, had lava. But the lava burnt all the wood. So it had to go. So then, this is where we ended up next. A little bit of a farm. Didn't stray too far away from where I started. That's where I kept my cows. And it's just yet another mine. In the early days, it was dig, dig, dig. That's all I did. It was all about the mining. So I come out of here, and you can see the next landmark I made. So let's fly to the next landmark, and here it is. So by this time, I'd watched the tutorial, and I thought, wow, these spiders are getting a bit hard, so I'll try this. This is where the creeper's blown up and wrecked it. So I had to fix it somehow. But not a lot in my chest. Inside here, I had safety. Wasn't a lot, but it did keep me safe. And as you can guess, we have another mine. So, this was my spider-proof wall. A little vegetable garden. These things float up everywhere. So then I climbed to the top of this hill and I thought I was going to make some kind of monument. Don't know what I was thinking. But this was far, far back in the early days. So let's follow the course of this down. See, now I'd be heading over to that ravine, but them days didn't know much about ravines. So we're going to head over to this place. Somewhere on this world, I have got a hidden desert where I've built a beastly little house. But you think I can find it? No. No chance at all. So, this is my swimming pool. A very snazzy little posh thing. Made myself a little water slide. the floor's different. I thought I'd try something out. But then we'll go over to the next one. That was yet another one of my little fads. Everywhere I've gone through the map, you'll find little houses. I'd like to find my desert house, but I haven't got a clue. So, I was getting sick of getting attacked by spiders, so I did knock this up. This was another little spider-proof house, but it's not spider-proof. I didn't know much about the game at this point. I should have popped these blocks one further over, but hey, I was new. This was all within the first 2 or 3 weeks of the game being released. Ah, we've got stuff in this chest. Makes it. And as you can guess, we have another mine. All my animals seem to have escaped. I can hear a sheep somewhere. It sounds to me like he's eating. But yeah. So by this time I started to get a bit of a concept of the game. So, can't remember where to go now. Yes, I remember. I remember well. So then, I moved spaces yet again. This is where it started to actually take shape for me. I'd got my ideas. My little slaughterhouse for my pigs. Well, I've got to turn this music down a little bit. That's getting a bit loud. Let's just turn. No, wasn't quite enough. Music. All the way down. That's better. So, as I was saying, I'd got a bit of a concept of building by this time. Yes, I've still gone for a mine, but I'd learnt vines worked quite well as ladders. My first experience of a ravine, and yes, I did fall down there. I'd started to get an idea and I started to build bigger and bigger. We actually have multiple floors on this. They'd all got uses. I started to get the idea going, so I've got to remember where we're going now. It's this way. Now you can start seeing my tower of power. Yes, when I built this, I don't know what I was thinking. I just wanted to build bigger. So I totally blocked off the whole of the area. Got a bit of a faulty nether portal over there for some reason. But by this time the game had progressed a bit. There's been a bit of an update, or 2 or 3. Got my little greenhouse going on. My little mushroom farm. So I'd got an idea by now. It was getting better. They'd added more stuff to it. This was a village that I sort of took over. And this is where I started to learn. So, got my house. Got my hidden room. Go downstairs, take a little wander around. Got signs. I hadn't worked out how pistons worked properly at this point. So we've got like the double piston trick, but I have to use 2 pistons. And you have to run from door to door. So it's like a maze, this place. Even now I get lost. I've got my little security places going on. Somewhere around here I have got a hidden room. But finding it is a nightmare. I presume it's this way. But as you can see, it's not the easiest place to get around. It's just like a big maze. A little firework dispenser. More pistons. Then I went for this epic tower. Don't know why I did it. I just thought it looked good at the time. This is where I learnt how to build high in the air. A lot of time holding shift, and there's been a few falls, let me tell you. Then we got here. So this is where I was starting to build. This was going to be a big monastery kind of thing, but halfway through I thought, not happy with this area now. I got to the point where I thought I was going to build better, so that's what I did. I moved on. There's little bases all through this world, scattered here, there and everywhere. To find them all would be a challenge. So then this was my attempt at a mob spawner. Little hot air balloon going on over here. Little boat. This took hours. But it works. So I've done a little Mayan thing going here. This is my little Mayan temple. Back here is my portal to the end. Well, to the nether, should I say. Little hidden room. And then I found a spawner. So then I worked the physics of spawners out. Took me quite a while, but it was a big learning progress. Just hang fire for a sec, let's just wait for these to fall through. It's quite a jaunt to go on. I've improved since these days. Oh, here we go. We've actually got behind here, we've got a zombie spawner. And then over here, there's actually a skeleton spawner. So I was very lucky with this one. This was the first spawner I found, and I didn't find one, I found 2. So let's go back outside. So then after I built this, I was quite happy for a little bit. But then I needed a proper house. So I went through the world, collected flowers from everywhere. Placed them. I spent hours getting this collection, just in case I ever needed dyes. This was going to be a grand haul. It just never got finished because I moved on to something else and to something else, and I started to build myself a little train station to get from there to there. And then I thought, I'm going to place my wood in the chests. I thought I better just make it unique. So each one of these has got the colours and the stuff of what's stored in them. We have redstone, sandstone, wood. Then we have the house. Now this house is quite epic. By the time I got to this house, I started to know what I was doing. I'd got a good concept, so I could interior decorate. I could build quite well. This is a couple of months into having the game, so by this time I'd got it. Potion rooms. Downstairs we've got the kitchen. So yeah, you can actually see by now that things are twigged. Another hidden room down the bottom. So it's kind of getting epic, the build was. I knew everything. I'd got my stuff together here. Never actually finished this build because I moved on to something else. You'll find that quite a lot. I start things and move on to something else at this point. My epic mine. The back door to my house. So now I'll show you what I moved on to. Let's have a look at the gardens. So I'd got it all quite well. The gardens, come on. You can actually say at this point I'd mastered my skill at Minecraft. So then I needed a challenge. So then this was my challenge. I wanted to build myself a skull castle and a ship. The ship come on pretty nice. I was quite happy with that. A little boathouse. And then I started to build this monstrosity. The amount of blocks I had to mine for this was unbelievable. I only ever finished the front because it took me hours. Well, not even hours, it took me days to get this going. This was all done in survival, so it's only now I've come to creative because I've changed the save from a laptop to this. That was my Sparta pit. That was for executing zombies. But this is where I started. Through here, this is what I was going to make my little pirate cove. I started to hollow it all out. And in fairness, quite a lot has been done. But then I found modded. It was about this time I found modded and started to go off. And I started to work for servers at this point. So I didn't have the time that I used to have to actually do my worlds. I went to work for a B-team server. I spent quite a lot of time on that. Building, and more building. So this was my original. This is where I started. I haven't played this world for at least 12 months or so. So here's what the next challenge is. We're going to start again. We're going to start from scratch. And this time I'm going to take you on the journey with me. We're going to pick a new seed. And we're going to start a let's play. So, you've seen that. Bear with me as we go. This is the new world I picked today. And this, my friends, is my start off base. All I've done is placed a bed, dug this little tunnel, placed a few cookers down. But the big surprise on this one, we've gone amplified. We're going big. So I've gone for the amplified terrain. With this PC I've now got, it's a monster. It will cover this quite easy. Let me just hop here. So I've got enough RAM. It's taking none of my RAM up to play this. This is amplified, so it should be beasting through my RAM. Not touching it. So, here's where we start. I want to build a castle up in the sky. There's just so much. I think the train looks absolutely spot on. I couldn't ask for more. So, you've now seen where we are. Next thing is what we're going to do to it. I've got a lot of plans. I've got a lot of ideas. But this time, hopefully I've got a few of you guys following me through, throwing ideas. If you want to see me try and build something, if I can build it and you throw the idea out there, I'll give it a go. So, thanks for joining me on this, how do you put it, walk through memory lane. I've enjoyed showing you some of my pre-builds, and I'm going to enjoy showing you some of my new builds. So this is where we are. This is where we're going to leave it. Next time, we start fresh. We start out, and we look at building something. Between now and then, I'm going to do a lot of mining. You don't really want to watch me mine the first time. It's just going to be dull, boring, time consuming, and a lot of cut-ins, cut-outs. What I'm going to do is build that mine shaft all the way down, set up a little makeshift house in there for now, but up there's where we're heading. So thanks for joining me. Take it easy, look out yourself, and I'll see you all soon. From me to you, take care. Goodbye.